Y'all, so in this video, we're going to talk about why your spouse cannot and will not be able to ever make you happy. They cannot make you happy. The only thing they can do is complement the happiness that you have created for yourself. So now the better question is, words, how do I become happy then? Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so look, here's the thing I want you to understand is one of the things in Matthew 16:24, God tells his disciples, like anybody that's going to be a disciple of me, they must take up their cross, deny their flesh, and follow me. So in understanding this, denying your flesh means that you are not going to give in to the desires of your flesh and what your flesh wants. Our flesh wants gluttony. Our flesh wants to lust. Our flesh wants to have sex. Our flesh wants all of these other things. Our flesh desires this person to be the source of our happiness. And none of those things will be filling. They will never be enough. And that's the reason why a person can't make you happy, because when they piss you off, you're no longer happy, right? So now you have to understand that your happiness is contingent upon them doing something right, or your happiness is contingent upon the things that you have. So if you take away these things, then you're no longer happy. If your spouse is no longer by your side, or if they have a bad day, God forbid they have a rough day, or they have an empty cup and they can't pour into you, now you're no longer happy. This is why happiness does not come from things. This is why happiness does not come from people. Instead, we have to go to the source for our happiness. Our source is God. And the first part of that, God is like, yo, you must deny your flesh. Get rid of that. So now what I want to give you is my spirit. And in my spirit, there's freedom, right? But the spirit and the flesh, they conflict with one another. They're always fighting because the spirit wants true freedom. The spirit wants to actually know and experience true love and peace and joy and all of those things. The flesh wants temporary. That's the flesh is like, yo, just give me temporary. And the more temporary it gets, it's like, I need more, I need more, I need more, I need more. But Jesus is like, yo, whoever thirsts, and if they come to me, you will thirst no longer. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to quench a thirst that cannot be quenched from the world or from a person. But let's talk about it. So I want to say, in Paul, he talks about it in Galatians 5:22. He says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearing, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So true happiness, I want you all to hear this. True happiness is when you're able to exhibit these things in your life. How do I exhibit these things? The closer I've learned, the closer I get to God, I'm able to, because it says self-control. The closer I am to God, I'm able to exhibit self-control. I don't overeat as much. I don't overeat at all. I'm not practicing gluttony the closer I am to God, right? I don't need a coach or anybody else in order to have self-control, because my connection to God, it's not contingent upon somebody else. Now, I still have accountability partners, but the closer I am to God, the more I exhibit self-control. What is self-control? It's self-love, okay? Gentleness, the closer I am to God, the more I exhibit gentleness. And guess what? You know what's crazy? The more I show gentleness, the more it comes back at me. These are the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy. Joy is no contingency. Joy is just me being grateful and being in a state of gratitude, and me being able to be happy and all of those things. And it's nothing you all or anything can do about that. But that only comes from my closeness to God. Peace. The closer I am to God, the more peaceful I am. And guess what? The more peace starts to follow me and connect with me. That is what happens when we deny our flesh and get more connected to God. And guess what? That has nothing to do with your spouse. That all comes from you. Now, here's where your spouse comes in. Your spouse is going to complement, because they should be doing the same thing. And now they're going to complement the peace that you've gained. They're going to complement that self-love or that self-discipline that you've gained. They're going to complement the kindness and forbearance and all of that, they're going to complement all of these things. So your goal right now is to stop looking for your spouse to make you happy. And that doesn't mean that y'all can't do things together where there's a feeling of happiness, but that's temporary. That's not what we're looking for. We want long term. We want joy. So in order to have that, you all should both be on a path to deny your flesh, deny yourself, and be able to now exhibit the fruit of you will start to exhibit the fruit of the Spirit the more your spirit is connected to God. That's a good word right there. And look, we're digging deeper into, just what, in 16 years of marriage, we've been able to create a lot of formulas and things for ourselves. And we want to be able to support other couples. If you go to my bio, you will see that there's the work behind the vows, where you can join our email list and you can start to learn when our podcast is coming out. And we have an intensive training that we're doing. I would love for you all to be a part of that. It's completely free. But I'm excited to just help kingdom marriages begin to build. And no, I am not perfect, and I don't want to present that. I still get into intense fellowships with my wife. I still fall every single day. There's things that I still feel guilty about, even that I have to confess and all of those things. And I just know that this journey is greater when you have other like-minded kingdom people going on a journey with you. So that's what my wife and I want to create. Hope you all will go on the journey with us. Salute you all. Let's get it.